What do you think of this idea, and do you think the NFL will potentially eliminate kickoffs for good?
I don't see them getting rid of kickoffs for good, but I think what you see there is just thinking out loud that there has to be some changes. There have been changes. I think you've seen this in this past year. The kickoff was moved up 5 yards, which has eliminated a lot of kickoff returns right now. Kickoff was proven to be, have the biggest impacts of any one play throughout the game of the NFL. So making adjustments with that, or even just talking about the adjustments, really just say that the NFL is looking towards player safety. They're always looking towards player safety, and you're going to always have those types of things come up. You're not always going to hear about some of the suggestions, but you're always going to have them come up.
When they moved it from the 30-yard line to the 35, I want to elaborate a little bit on what you said. There were 15 fewer concussions during kickoffs from 2010 and 2011. So do you think that eliminating kickoffs is perhaps a way or an effective way to deal with the issue of concussions?
I think it deals a little bit with it. Definitely based on the numbers, it's very clear that actually helps with it. But as a guy that played special teams throughout my career, I'll say that is a huge part of the game in terms of kickoff returns and then just covering down on kickoffs. So these are huge plays that can make a difference in the game. So it's a very exciting play. So I don't see them getting rid of it, but you can see the adjustments have worked. They have worked.
How do you think the fans are going to react to this potentiality?
I don't think anyone wants to see kickoff be eliminated. No one wants to, but you can see that the rules have evolved. And this is just, again, this is a suggestion. You're talking about the competition committee that has to put up suggestions. I think when you see this suggestion, it's about being inside a meeting and somebody allowing the suggestion to come out. I think there were probably a lot of other ones. It's just that Greg's suggestion actually came out in Time magazine.
Yeah, this is not a safe game. Any onlooker would tell you that this is an incredibly dangerous game. Now we have the proof, right? We have all of this research that tells us that these concussions are causing these long-term effects for these athletes. So at the end of the day, are injuries even inevitable here when you start making changes like this? As a player, would you like to see these changes happen?
You definitely want the game to be safer, and I think it is increasing in that it's moving towards that being safer. But it is football. It is a game where you run and hit people with your head and kind of knock each other around of sorts. But I tell you, there's been a drastic difference from when I came in the league. I was drafted in 1998 by the Chicago Bears and then finished up with the Redskins in 2010. I've seen a drastic difference in the way that injuries were reported. I think when you look at players, a lot of our players are liars. And not to say that they're liars like that's like just real bad, but liars in that you want to be on that field. Those are your teammates. I want to get back out there. And I think what the NFL has done is
and you don't want to potentially lose your spot either, right?
Yeah.
Because if you say, yes, I am injured, then at the end of the day, like what happened to the San Francisco 49ers, a quarterback, he's kind of out of a job.
And that's the balance, but that's why it's so important that the doctors and the trainers are really paying attention to it. You have to take that away from the player. When you're talking about their health and their future, you have to take that away. I mean, they want to play. They want to be that guy out on the field, but there has to be someone there that says, you know what, no, you're not ready. And that's a huge change that has happened in these last, say, the last 12 years, is that those doctors and trainers have stood up more. Again, you want them to stand up a little bit more. But it is clear that player safety is paramount in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I wish we had more time to